Over the past years, there has been a quite good amount of games that have completely disappeared from the map, leaving their newly created fanbase behind and having them wondering if there's ever gonna be a little update. These games all created a lot of hype, which is why to this day I still see a lot of people asking me if they indeed are still in development. All the games you're gonna be seeing in this video have had new updates and are confirmed alive by the developers. First up, we have one I'm super excited about, Small Land. Small Land is a massive survival adventure game on a really tiny scale. Shrunk down to the size of a pebble, you find yourself in a vast and suddenly intimidating open world wilderness. Before you can begin to try and figure out why this happened, you'll need to find food, water, and shelter to hide from the dangers of outside. Small Land was announced back in 2017 with a very exciting trailer as you've seen here, but due to an unrealistic amount of money they wanted on the crowdfunding website Indiegogo to make the game, the campaign ultimately failed. That seemed to not stop the developers, as they stated they were still working on it the best they could. Again, this did not work, as some leaked conversations showed they had a complete lack of experience in creating a game. Plus, they were not paying some of their employees. The game of course completely disappeared after that until this month, which is July. A super experienced indie game company took the project into their hands and are now working full time on it. The concept and uniqueness of the game was so good they couldn't just leave it in darkness. I hope we get some more news about it very soon. Small Land will have you try to survive among the giant animals. Protect yourself from huge raindrops, build your buildings that can survive against strong winds, defend your food and your home from the hungry ant colonies in a beautiful online open world. You'll be able to construct railways to get around, use balloons to fly, craft weapons, fight small woodland creatures and tame insects and more. Next up is Wild. Announced literally 5 years ago in 2014, we haven't heard anything about it since the year after in 2015. Of course, this game wouldn't be in this video if that was the case, as in March of this year, Sony Interactive Entertainment of PlayStation filed a trademark for none other than Wild, confirming the game is indeed still in development. This is the only confirmation we've had since 2017, where the creator of Wild shared one little image of the game. Hopefully we'll be able to see more in the near future, or even at Gamescom in August, or PlayStation Experience in December if that ever happens. Wild is set in a procedurally generated world of seemingly infinite size. Within the game world, the player controls a human and can use smaller animals to spy on others, or larger animals to support the player and their tribe in fights with other humans. Animals can be controlled by using shamanic powers. There is also an online component where you'll be able to join your friend's game world or vice versa. Next up, we have The Last Night. This one is a favorite of mine, literally the most surprising announcement at E3 2017. A beautiful pixelated cyberpunk game. You don't see that often. The huge fanbase they gained with the reveal left everyone with a lot of hope, until all their game's foundings got suspended because of this one little thing you're seeing on screen. I won't go into much details, but because of this message, a group of people attacked the game and thus made it more difficult for the devs to finish the game. That is why we haven't heard about it since, but the creators still officially confirm it is indeed in development and is coming. In The Last Night, you'll be able to roam freely across 4 varied and vibrant districts in a unique blend of 2D and 3D. Travel between areas with futuristic transportation, and win your way through dense crowds, drones, and unique characters, as long as you have the right to be there. Draw your gun to intimidate or simply walk away while in the middle of a dialogue. NPCs will stroll and chat alongside you rather than just stand around. They'll even remember what you've said night after night. You'll live the stories of the city and its inhabitants in a world that may have you questioning modern life, and its group that changes the world into a bad place. Next up, we have Enlisted, the free-to-play World War II MMO FPS game with 150 online players. The game's latest gameplay update was a year ago in 2018, and again, nothing else since. All we have to chew on is some little development updates every now and then on their website, confirming it is still alive and early access coming in 2019. Hopefully we get to play it as soon as possible because it looks to be the best World War experience. Engagements with up to 100 of soldiers fighting at the same time will be held on different fields of battle with maps up to hundreds of square kilometers. Players will gradually unlock new characters who will all have different playstyles. Additional diversity in the battles will also be granted by a wide weaponry selection. There will be plenty of vehicles for you to choose from depending on the campaigns you'll be playing, as each online campaign will tell a different story of the war, in which you'll be playing and seeing new environments, units, and vehicles. Next up we have Amsterdam 1666. Assassin's Creed creator Patrice Desilets is extremely busy working on his prehistoric survival game Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey, the first game from his Montreal-based studio, but his next project may very well be Amsterdam. The IP issued Ubisoft for control of in 2013, as Ubisoft actually fired him and kept his project at that time. Patrice fortunately won the battle and was given his project back. In April of this year, Patrice actually confirmed Amsterdam is very well alive but will be worked on after Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey releases, which is his main game at the moment. I cannot wait to hear more about it, as it was planned to be a lot like Assassin's Creed, and you would be playing as the Devil's Assistant, which is why the protagonist can control animals traditionally associated with black magic. Finally, we have Dead Island 2, a long-awaited game for a lot of people. Announced 5 years ago now, the game completely disappeared since then, but that's until May of this year, revealed in a THQ Nordic financial report call over a slide that included upcoming releases from the increasingly large publisher. The CEO of THQ simply said Dead Island 2 still being worked on. Stay tuned. The slide showed the logo for Dead Island 2, confirming it's still coming to PC, PS4 and Xbox One, but no new information was revealed. Let's hope for a new reveal soon though. Dead Island 2 takes you to sunny California in the aftermath of the zombie outbreak. This is Dead Island as it was always meant to be, an intense, visceral romp through the Sunshine State with you and your friends in a seamless multiplayer experience. Choose from an elite crew of heroes who are immune to the zombie virus and eager to run headfirst into the apocalypse. Craft thousands of weapons, upgrade your vehicles, and hunt for epic loot. Thank you guys as always, and make sure to support the video if you want more unknown games on the channel. Thanks for watching.